Hello YouTubers, today we're gonna be speaking about come closer, Audi A4 B8 2010, 2 liters TDI diesel engine. The reason why we're doing this video and we are working today at this Audi is that the owner complained about the fact that he has oil in the coolant. He kind of sees a dirty coolant, so if we open this and take a look, you can actually see that the coolant is a dark brown color. It should be a pink, a light pink. So yeah, we're gonna proceed by changing the coolant, obviously, and also the oil cooler, because mainly this could be the cheapest reason why oil gets into the coolant. So we're gonna try reaching the oil cooler, replace the coolant, and then see how it's going. Okay, first thing, we're gonna pull this cap. Just take it out like this. By pulling it upwards, it stays in this, and these. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna remove this intake duct, get it out of the way. So with a flat head screwdriver, just open this. The other side of the duct. Okay. Now we're gonna proceed by removing this coolant tank, and first we're gonna remove the sensors. You just pull this up and then it should come out. Same with the other guy. Okay, so both ducts are out. Now we can proceed by opening these 10 millimeters of the coolant tank, because I want to take out all the coolant from the tank and not open the system from the bottom of the car, because if we have oil here, I just like to take it from the tank by emptying the tank from the duct down here first, and then we're gonna release the water from the whole system. So first we're gonna release the coolant from the tank from here, and then we're gonna empty the whole system from the bottom. Okay, so we've removed these two nuts, 10 millimeters, so the tank, it's movable. Then we removed the final sensor, which was underneath the tank, and then we've kind of took out the whole coolant from the tank by these two pipes, because as soon as you are taking the tank upwards, coolant will start spill through these two pipes here. So we've emptied the tank, take it over. We're gonna wash it very good inside, and then we will continue towards the oil cooler, removing all the coolant from the system from down here. For this, first we're gonna take this plastic cover with these 8 millimeters, and then also there's some Torx around here. We're gonna remove this plastic and then proceed with coolant, opening the coolant from down here, and also the engine oil. To the back of the car, it will come out. So now moving down underneath the car, as you can see, there's this metal clip that first with a flathead screwdriver I popped up, and then with my hand and with a flathead screwdriver I've opened and released the duct from underneath the radiator. So now all the coolant, it's getting here. So in order to be sure that the oil is not contaminated with coolant, I'm gonna also open this this bolt here. Probably it's a 17 millimeter, and take all the oil in a clean plastic. Dă-mi un pic sticla, te rog. So we're gonna take the oil, we're gonna dry this out really good. It's 6 liter, and we're gonna try to recover it, because if it's okay, it doesn't have coolant in it, we can use it, because it was just changed 500 kilometers ago. So now we're gonna make ourselves some space by removing these ducts from this pump and that little sensor in the right, and then there's a 10 millimeter nut that holds this metal support. So then we're gonna have some more space in order to fit in the new oil cooler, which is we can see the oil cooler down there, and also the 2 pipes of water that we have to connect it. Alright, so oil is out and also water, coolant. So we're gonna be putting back the oil drain cap, and also the duct that goes underneath the, yeah, that one underneath the radiator. So after we remove that part, we can now clearly see the oil cooler and the 2 pipes that are connected into it. Yeah, those 2. We need to disconnect now this one and the other one back there. Yep. And then there is a 32 millimeter bolt underneath it that we need to open in order to release the oil cooler. Alright, so now with a 32 millimeter wrench, you can start open the nut, the bolt that holds the oil cooler from down below. It's not tightened too much. I know you can't see it now, but you will feel it and you will see it when you reach down here. And it's not tightened too much. Most probably it has an O-ring there. So now it goes with the hand. I can remove the oil cooler. Okay, so after we checked and we are sure that the new part it's identical and the same with the old part, we can start by putting back the oil cooler, and by connecting the ducts. Keep in mind and remember the correct way of the ducts. As you took them off, put them back. And then we can go ahead with the cap underneath with the 32 Newton millimeters, and then we'll go on. Now putting back the oil in the engine. The owner said he changed the oil 500 kilometers from now, so we'll put the same oil back. The water pump down there with 10 millimeter nut and 2 ducts that are going into it, and also the electrical wire. Okay, so now it's time to put the coolant tank back. This black rubber thing needs to go down here. You can see in that white circle. Yeah, and first we're gonna actually put the duct on and also the electrical sensor down here. We washed the tank really good with vinegar and all sorts of solutions in order to make it nice and white inside. Now the final duct, it comes from the intercooler and goes to the ignition. Perfect. Flathead screwdrivers for the clips. Trebuie să le luăm de aici, că trebuie să dau jos astea. Now fill in the tank until maximum with coolant and distilled water, and then turn on the engine and the heating to the maximum temperature and maximum fan position, and then let it bleed out. You will see bubbles coming out inside of the coolant tank. Let it go, let it run until no bubbles are getting out. And then anyways, make sure you will check the next days your coolant level, your oil level, and I also checked underneath the car to not have any leaks on the coolant or radiator or for the oil. Nothing, no leaking, so we'll just now make the bleeding process till the end, and I'll call it a day. So if you liked the video, please subscribe, like, share, comment if you have any questions or anything, and see you in the next video, guys.